Monday, June 15th, 2026. I'm OG Nerd, and tonight I want to talk to you about what peace actually means. Because after 107 days of war, we may finally be getting some, and it's complicated. Let me start with what is true and what is good. The United States and Iran have reached a peace deal. The Strait of Hormuz is reopening. Oil is beginning to flow again. The formal signing is set for Friday in Geneva. Pakistan, a nation that does not get nearly enough credit on the world stage, helped broker this agreement through patient, persistent diplomacy. Qatar, Saudi Arabia, and Turkey all played roles, and tonight, for the first time in over 3 months, working families around the world can breathe a little easier knowing that the worst-case scenario of a full regional war has been pulled back from the edge. That matters enormously, and I will not minimize it. But here is what I also know, and what I think we owe ourselves to be honest about. The war did not have to happen. Negotiations between the U.S. and Iran over Tehran's nuclear program were ongoing as late as February 6th of this year. There were multiple rounds of talks. There were mediators. There was a framework being built, and then on February 28th, the bombs fell anyway. Over 3,000 Iranians are dead. 13 American service members gave their lives. 3 Indian civilian soldiers were killed by U.S. strikes on commercial vessels. The global economy absorbed an energy shock that is still being felt at gas stations and grocery stores from Houston to Havana. And the Lebanese people, who had nothing to do with starting this conflict, are still living under a partial military occupation with no clear end date. That is the cost of what happened, and a peace deal, as welcome as it is, does not erase it. Now let me talk about the thing that has me most concerned tonight, and it should concern you too. Netanyahu told Trump that Israel does not consider itself bound by the Lebanon portion of this agreement. A head of state whose government receives billions of dollars in U.S. military aid every single year just looked at the President of the United States and said, "No." I want to be careful here because I believe deeply in the security of the Israeli people. I also believe in the security of the Lebanese people. And I believe that those two things are not in conflict unless we make them so. What Netanyahu's refusal tells us is that American leverage, the billions in military aid, the diplomatic cover, the security guarantees, comes with no meaningful conditions. And when leverage has no conditions, it's not leverage, it's a blank check. A progressive foreign policy does not mean abandoning allies. It means being honest with allies. It means saying this aid comes with expectations. And one of those expectations is that you do not undermine the peace agreements that we just risked a global economy crisis to achieve. And here's what I want for Friday. I want the signing in Geneva to happen. I want the Strait of Hormuz to fully reopen. I want the 60-day negotiation period that follows to lead to a real, verifiable, permanent agreement on Iran's nuclear program. I want Lebanon to regain its sovereignty, and I want the families who lost someone in this war on every side to one day feel that their loss led to something lasting. Peace is worth fighting for, but it has to be real. Real peace, not just a pause between the next round of bombs. We will be watching right here on OG Nerd News Update every step of the way. I'm OG Nerd. That is my take. Stay nerdy, stay sharp, but most of all, stay woke. Join us for the conversation at OG Nerd After Dark on TikTok at 12:30 Eastern uh, 12:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll see you there. Good night.